On this modded SMP, I have nothing. Except for the fully hyper-enchanted diamond armor, tools, and sword that I have, and elytra, this trident, and these backpacks which contain this, those, that, these, and all of those, but other than that, I have absolutely nothing. So to fix this problem, today I'm going to be building a machine that automates 18 different essential resources that'll help me throughout the rest of my journey on this SMP. This project might kill me. Before I can do anything though, I should probably set up some basic create stuff because I'm currently working with nothing, so that means water wheels, which I will hopefully only be using for the beginning of this video, presses, mixers, fans with things underneath them, depots, and one single blaze burner. Now that I've got all that set up, we can actually start to get some of the create components that I'm gonna need as we move on to the beginning of the actual project that I have planned for today. The first step in this project is going to be making ourselves a power source, and this season I'm going to resort to using a steam engine instead of windmills, as not only does this reduce the lag at my base, but will also just be like much better at producing stress units. To better show off what I mean by this, let's just hop into a creative world for a minute. So as you can see here, this is the design for the steam engine that I came up with. I gotta be careful with turning around in this world because the main project for today is behind me, like, look, ooh, so pixelated and mysterious. But the way the steam engine works is actually pretty simple. Water is pumped from an infinite source into these three big tanks, which is then heated up by a set of blaze burners underneath each, all being powered by lava being pumped into them. As these heat up the water inside the tanks, they produce steam that will begin to spin the engines themselves, which are combined on the end with encased chain drives to provide one single output from the engine. It's a pretty easy machine to make, is relatively compact for its output, and this particular steam engine outputs 387,072 stress units. To put into perspective truly how much stress that is, a single mechanical press going at 64 RPM requires 512 stress units, so this steam engine could, in theory, power 756 mechanical presses. That's a lot of mechanical presses. With that explanation out of the way, I'd say it's about time that we actually get to building this thing. Step 1 to this is digging a hole. Like, a big hole. No, I mean a really big hole. That's more like it. So as you can see, this hole is kind of split into three different sections. We have this top shelf, which isn't important right now. We have this second shelf, which is where our steam engine is going to go. But right now, we need to focus on this big hole right here, because this is where all of the lava that's going to power our steam engine and also just be an infinite source for whenever we need it is going to go. Luckily, unlike an infinite water source in Create, an infinite lava source can actually be made with flowing lava, so all we're gonna have to do is make one single layer and then mine out the blocks underneath it, which is why I'm putting this cobblestone down, because we'll put the lava on top of this and then we'll just kind of go around and break all of the different cobblestone underneath. The lava will burn it so there won't be items on the floor, and we'll have an infinite source of lava. Actually, I should not be doing this out of cobblestone. I have to go to the nether anyway, so I'm gonna get a bunch of netherrack when I'm there, and then I'll use that for this instead, because cobblestone is like one of the few things that I can't actually insta-mine with efficiency 6, but I can mine netherrack very easily. So here in the nether, there's actually a couple things I need to do. The first is, obviously, I need to get a bunch of netherrack so that I can fill in the top layer of the hole in the pit that I have. And now that I've got all that, the next thing that I want to do is I want to actually find a nether fortress, because I need 27 blaze burners for this steam engine. And I don't want to go to Zeroshi's base because the last time I went into his mob spawner, I almost got killed by skeletons, so I'd rather just do it in the nether. Should probably make a waypoint at my portal though, so I don't get lost when I have to go home. Can't imagine finding a fortress will be that hard. I haven't actually really been to the nether yet. Oh, there's a bastion. That's cool, but that's not what I need. Aha, here we go. Okay, now I just need to find a blaze spawner. I think I see some on my map. Hello, wither skeletons. Don't like you. But I do need these blazes. Come here. Honestly, chances are all the blaze spawners have been looted from here, because you can actually pick up spawners in this mod pack. So I don't know. Yeah, like if I go up here, yep, okay, it's gone. Fine, that's okay. I know there's more to this fortress, so let's just go and hope that I can find one. Should probably actually put my chest plate on while I'm here so I don't, you know, die. Is there seriously no spawners? I mean, there's some blazes around, which is good. I can at least go nab these guys. But, like, it's really annoying that there's no consistent stream of them. I see a ton of blazes on my map. I just don't know how to get there. Come here, blazes. Let me put you in these little boxes so you can give me power. And that was the last blaze burner. Do they really only stack up to 26? No, I don't know why I did that. Okay, the next part is honestly the thing that I am a little bit worried about. This is the last thing I have to do in the nether, and that is getting all of the lava. I'm gonna head back to my portal and do this around there just in case I die. But as you can see, inside this diamond backpack, I've got a stack upgrade, a pump upgrade, and a tank upgrade. What I think, or it's an advanced pump upgrade, because I'm pretty sure if I just go down here to the lava pit and just, you know, put the backpack down, in theory, it should just pick up the lava? Or maybe I'm doing it wrong and it has to, wait, something is missing. Is that in the backpack now? It is! Oh, but it says water. No, I don't want water in here. There we go. Okay, I emptied it. Now if I put it down like here, and then change this to input, it's just picking up lava. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit, let that do its thing. And now that that is completely full with 288 buckets of lava, I think it's about time that we go and do the part of this process that I'm actually really not excited for, which is filling up the lava pit. And then, tragedy struck. I went away for 2 days and was forced against my will to go outside to a theme park and have fun, and that's why I sound like this now. I went on many fun rides and went wee and ah, but I went wee and ah too much and now my voice is all messed up, and although I sound like I'm dying a little bit, the grind doesn't stop and we must press on. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be placing down a layer of this netherrack to put the lava on top of, but I do honestly think that because of the amount of netherrack I need to fill a layer of this hole, I am unfortunately going to have to make multiple trips to the nether for lava, which I am very much not looking forward to. I actually want to start off a little by putting lava in the corners to produce a little light underneath the sheet of netherrack so that I can just get rid of the torches underneath. I want to do this so that they don't take up space where the lava would be, because I don't actually know if the lava would break them, so I'd rather be safe than sorry and do it beforehand. Now that all of those are gone, I want to fill in the other corners with lava as well. And with that, I filled the rest of the netherrack in so I can finally get started with the process of filling this whole thing with lava. So earlier I said that I was going to place the lava on top of the netherrack and then break it all, and then I realized that that was actually stupid, and instead I broke a few blocks at a time, then placed lava on the borders so that I could not only get around the lava easier, but also so that I didn't have to actually worry about breaking all the blocks underneath, because once the lava's on top of it, I would not have been able to see that. Like right after I started placing the lava down though, I made a discovery that if I set the tank upgrade output in my backpack to interact with the inventory, I only need 1 bucket. And it'll just keep refilling itself, so I basically wasted a ton of iron on buckets, which just kind of sucks. I was also very correct, and I did need to make a few trips to the nether to get all the required lava, and because of this I only got footage for me placing down the first full tank, which was still like 288 buckets of lava, and it was also like 3 AM, so I was really tired and just didn't want to do anymore. But now as you can see, the full lava pool is complete. The next thing I want to do purely for aesthetic reasons is I want to cover up the lava with glass so that I can actually walk over the top of it. I know Zeroshi has a ton of glass, so I'm just going to go steal some from his base and leave diamonds. But then I actually have to turn all of that into frame glass so it doesn't look horrible, and then I can start putting it over the lava. I think I actually want to put some andesite scaffolding around the edge too so it doesn't look like completely terrible, and then I can start placing down the glass. With that all done, the lava pool is finally fully finished, which means I can now move on to building the steam engine. This part of this whole project is probably going to be the easiest, considering if we look in this chest, I already actually have all the materials that I'm going to need to build this thing. The only thing I'm a little concerned with is fluid pipes, but those aren't super hard to get. I just have to start actually building this whole thing to know if I'm going to need more. Because I want the area down here to be a little bit open, I'm actually going to build this thing all the way up against the wall because I won't need to access the backside of it for any reason. Now I just have to start putting everything down in its place, starting with the pipes. And putting all these fluid pipes down kind of did just prove to me that I am going to need more because I need them to reach all the way over to that lava pool, and I have 5. I need a few more to be able to actually do that. Now I've just got to build the 3 tanks up, which also should not take long at all. And I realized I do have to actually build it off of the wall. There is a certain thing that I need to put on the back of it because the front is going to be completely covered by the steam engines themselves, and I need to still pump water into the tanks, which I have to do from behind because there's going to be something covering the entirety of the front. Before I continue with actually rebuilding that thing, I should probably make myself a wrench because it'll make everything significantly easier with breaking and placing and also just repositioning every create mod block. It's something I should have made like days ago, but was too lazy to until I actually needed it. But now that I am back to where I was before with the pipes, the blaze burners, and the tanks all on top of each other, I can actually start to place down the steam engines themselves, which just go on the front of all these tanks like this. I forgot that I'm going to need shafts for every single one of them. That's annoying. Oh, and I need encased chain drives. Wow, I was not prepared for this at all. Luckily, both of those things are actually very easy to make. I only need iron andesite and andesite casing, which I already had. But now I actually think this is where the wrench is going to come in handy. Yes, rotate. Thank you. Now I just have to slowly and meticulously put down a shaft in front of every single steam engine. And now that we've got those all placed down, we just have to connect all of them up with the encased chain drives like this. This will just make it so that we can have one single output out of this. And then the last step is going to be putting all of these mechanical pumps on the back so that we can actually have water go into all of the tanks. Once I finish filling up these infinite water sources, I've technically finished building the steam engine itself. We just need to get the lava into these blaze burners so that it actually, works and powers itself. The way that I'm actually going to go about pumping the lava into the blaze burners is by using these hose pulleys, and hose pulleys are actually really good for pulling liquid out of pools of water like this. I just have to rearrange the way that it's actually facing so that it fits with the others when I put them down. And then we have to do the part that's the most tedious and annoying, which is deploying the hoses all the way down to the bottom of the lava pit for all 24 pumps. This is going to take a while. That took a lot longer than I would have liked it to, but if you look behind me, you can see we now have a row of fully extended, I guess would be the right word, fluid pumps, which we now actually have to hook up to the steam engine itself. To actually pull the lava out, we've got a row of mechanical pumps connected to even more pipes going out of it, and then these pipes are going to connect all the way over to here to that thing down there, which will pump it into all of the blaze burners, which are staring at me, and it's kind of actually a little bit terrifying from over here. I think I have enough pipes for everything to connect up properly. It looks like I have just enough, which is good. 6 left. That's fine, honestly. Actually, as I fix the pumps on the back of the tanks, it looks like we're not going to have any fluid pipes left, which means I made a perfect amount, which is kind of crazy because I made over like 200. So to actually start this machine up, the first thing that we have to do is we have to put a hand crank on one of the pumps so that we can get a little bit of water into the tank. You'll be able to see if I hover over this. Actually, I need to put my goggles. Oh, it's going. Oh, the steam engine was going. I did not expect it to do that. I forgot that it would just go. I will admit, I did kind of forget that I need to actually power the fluid pumps if I want to get the lava out of this pit that I spent hours making. But now that I do actually have that connected up, in theory, if I go back to hand cranking the one pump over here, it kind of just should kickstart the whole system. Yeah, tapping the mantle. There it is, pulling lava forever out of an infinite lava source. Just gotta keep going till the lava actually makes it all the way over here through the pipes, which might, honestly, take a while. I have no idea. I don't know how fast it's going right now. Presumably, it's pretty slow considering... Oh my god, my hunger is going all the way down. Honestly, I can look. I can just do this and look through the pipes to see if the lava is actually making it through. Okay, let's try pumping again, and as you can see on the right side of my screen, there is a tiny little sliver of space where I should presumably be able to see the lava, but it also just could be slightly out of rendered. Nope, I see the lava. There it is. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Wait a minute, I might kind of just be stupid. Can I power these with coal? And it'll just go. Like, presumably if I do that and then do this, it should give us, like, significantly more power than before. No, I need to actually make the gear turn the right way. I guess the water's not being pumped in fast enough, and oh my god, I don't have any food. Oh, I don't have any food. I might die of starvation. Oh, that would be horrible. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna let it happen for the funny death message, because I can just come back down here, get all my stuff, and also my hunger will be completely refilled. Okay, and right back into the pit we go, and I have an idea. We do have, like, a million billion water buckets from our failed attempt at getting lava over here the first time. So, like, if I just fill up a bunch of buckets with water, can I not fill the fluid tank? It's not letting me put stuff in it, presumably because it's, like, locked off as a steam engine now? Maybe if we just get rid of all the blaze burners under one of these and then fill it up with water first, we should be able to actually pump enough in for it to power properly. I should probably also get a little bit of food going too, because I currently have none, and that's kind of bad. Actually, it's really bad. Now that we've got the food all situated, we can get to cranking this thing so that we can actually put some water into this steam engine. Like if I hover over this now, yes, one green line. That means it's working, I think. So I've been doing this for a long time now, and pumping it in just is not working. I discovered a magical item, the fluid hatch. It's like the item hatch, but for fluid on a tank. So I'm gonna make that, because this is gonna make my life significantly easier. Now I can only assume this works exactly the same as an item hatch, and I can just do this, and it moves the fluid into it. Oh, okay, it glitched for a second. Wow, that would have been so cool if it did exactly what I wanted it to do. I think I have to be really fast with this or else it's not gonna work properly. Or actually, maybe I should have it continuously pumping water in like it should have been this entire time. So if I start doing this, it should start to pump it in itself, and it should technically be self-sufficient now. Never mind, it needs a lot more water. I don't know how I'm gonna get this thing started up. Oh, that's why it's not running. I was doing 2 pumps per thing instead of just 1. Okay, that is a pretty easy fix. Now I've got this whole thing redesigned again so that there's 2 pumps per tank. Hopefully, if I start to crank this one now, it should. No, I don't need to crank it because I can actually just put water in this side like this. And I don't think it's going to be self-sustaining. It's probably going to turn itself off again. Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe the fact that it's not actually plugged in is making it not self-sustaining. That might be something to do with it. I still need to make it so that I can produce more stress faster. So I do have to actually put a ton of water into one of these tanks and then power it so that I can, you know, actually produce enough stress units to get that lava all the way over here. Okay, please, gear ratios, power, and don't turn off. And also, lava gets sent all the way over here now? It's still not enough. I'm so confused. Oh, things are going faster now? Oh my god. Wait, no, they're slowing down. What's happening? Okay, it is a water thing, and I don't think the lava is going to be able to make it all the way over here. But I have an idea. I think that I should be able to super glue this entire thing together like a contraption. So if I put down a rail with a cart assembler and then put a minecart inside. Where did my minecart go? There it is. Put the minecart in there. And then I'm a little bit scared to do this. Lever, pick it up. I did it. There's a couple pipes missing. That's fine. But I can then just move the whole thing over here. It'll be much easier to get the lava into it if it's sitting over here instead. I do have to fix the whole infinite water pool problem, which shouldn't be too hard. I can literally just do this and fix the issue. And like I've said before, I don't care how ugly this is all gonna be hidden eventually. Now, once again, I've got to set up the lava input, which I'm actually gonna put significantly closer this time, so it'll hopefully actually pump in. And then hopefully this'll be enough lava distance. It looks like it's pumping it in. It's powering. But like last time, it doesn't seem to be powering it enough. So I'm gonna do the gear ratio thing again. Alright, being faster. Don't fail me now, please. It's not getting full power or blaze burnerage and lava into everything. Maybe if we add more pipes going further out, it will? Are fluid pumps like redstone where you need more? Oh my god, fluid pumps are like redstone where you need more. Now that I do know that and things are fixed so everything is being fully powered, I think that this thing is finally done. That took way too long. That took so much longer than I wanted it to. Because look, if we make ourselves a stressometer, 392,000 stress units. Let's go. It has a full capacity of 423,000, but obviously it needs a bunch to power this thing. We have so much stress to work with. This is incredible. With the steam engine fully finished, we can now move on to the actual build for today. As you can see inside the schematic cannon, I've already got the schematic set up, and I have the material checklist here. If we go all the way through, it's 10 pages. I've already got one item, the 6-way gearbox, that's already in here, but now we have to go around and get the other 10 pages. This is gonna take a really long time. That took a lot longer than I would have wanted it to, but if we take a look inside of this item vault, we have everything that we need to finally get this build going. Like with last season, I'm going to do this in the form of a time lapse, but also replay mod is very broken because it's a Neoforge version when it's not supposed to be on Neoforge. So in the next 10 seconds, there might be a time lapse, there might not be, but without further ado, let's just jump right on into it. God damn it. Replay mod hates me. It just would not work for some reason. But if you look behind me, I've got a bit of a chain conveyor going, which will take down into the pit so that I can show off the entirety of this factory. I am so happy with how it turned out. This factory is hands down the most complex thing I have ever made with Create. I think it took a total of 14 hours to design, utilizes almost every single feature in the mod minus a few, and uses a bunch of the new 6.0 stuff to transport the items all the way up to the storage system that I've got going on up there. With a machine this big, you might be thinking to yourself, what all does this automate? And let me tell you, this machine automates iron, gold, zinc, andesite alloy, andesite casing, copper, copper casing, brass, brass casing, cogs, large cogs, shafts, belts, electron tubes, redstone, lapis, prismarine shards, and prismarine crystals. This thing makes so much stuff that I'm going to be using for the entirety of the rest of this playthrough. I am incredibly happy with how it turned out.